Then I'll also recognize Mogaka and Omainya. Let's go in that direction. Of course, Ruku has come, but then you wait until you just come. Proceed, and Rosa, take as short time as possible so that your colleagues also can get. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you for this opportunity. And right from the onset, I'd like to say that I will be considerate of the other members who wish to contribute. Mr. Speaker, from the onset, I do support this bill. Mr. Speaker, I served in the Boundaries Review Commission, Interim Boundaries Review Commission, also known as the Legally Commission, as a commissioner. And I traversed the whole country. And Mr. Speaker, with that experience, you have no choice but to support this bill. Because there are many parts of this country that have been left behind in terms of road network, in terms of electricity, Mr. Speaker, in terms of infrastructure in general. Mr. Speaker, I want to take you back to 1965 when we had session paper number 10. And a decision was made at that particular time that the whole country cannot be developed in unison. And a decision was made that the parts of the country that had good potential should be developed, and the proceeds that will come from those parts of the country will then go on to be used to develop the other parts of the country. Mr. Speaker, that has never happened. Instead, the parts of the country that were not developed have still been left undeveloped. And Mr. Speaker, when you see the clamor of one man, one vote, 1 shilling, coming from the areas that were actually favored at the time of independence and were given the opportunity and priority to be developed, as the other parts of the country waited to gain from those proceeds, Mr. Speaker, you cannot believe it. Mr. Speaker, there is no way we are going to fight for equality in this country when parts of this country have been left the way they are. Mr. Speaker, we know that our Constitution has actually been celebrated as being very progressive because it's a Constitution that aspires to bring up all citizens so that even if they are not at equal level, they are nearly as equal as possible. Mr. Speaker, for that reason, I want to support this bill, but I want to say that there is no way that Equalization Fund will be housed or domiciled within the counties. We must cap the priority areas in which this fund should be used. Otherwise, this fund runs a risk of just being lost within the rest of the funds going into the county, and therefore will not have done what it's intended to do. Mr. Speaker, I know there's not too much time and my colleagues want to speak. I want to say that I support this bill. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity.
Yeah, the Honorable Mulungi, next.